Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest on FC Barcelona as usual. We start with this report from ever-reliable transfer expert Fabrizio Romano, who have recently spoken about Erling Haaland. Of course, Fabrizio have just confirmed that the Barcelona target will not choose his next club for the money. We are going to be discussing much on that report as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Robert Lewandowski, of course, many rumors lately have been saying how Barca have been showing interest in Lewandowski as an alternative for Erling Haaland. It has now been reported that the Barcelona target will stay put at Bayern Munich in the summer. Bayern Munich club CEO has confirmed. We are going to be discussing much on that report as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't subscribed, give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Erling Haaland has been the focus of the rumor mill for a good part of 2022 as an exit from Borussia Dortmund looks very much guaranteed. The 21-year-old 75 million euros release clause kicks in this summer, and a whole host of European giants are pursuing his signing. Barcelona too have been embroiled in the hunt to capture the Norwegian hitman's signing. However, recent reports indicated that Barcelona had dropped out of the race to sign Haaland, as Manchester City had a deal in place to sign him up in the summer. But the ever-reliable Fabrizio Romano has now come up with a fresh update on the future of the former Red Bull Salzburg hitman. As per the Italian journalist, he said Haaland is yet to decide on his future and has not reached a pre-agreement with any of his suitors. Romano further adds that despite all the speculations of Haaland being offered a multi-million contract and huge bonuses, finances are likely to play a minimal role in his decision over his next destination. Instead, the Borussia Dortmund striker will take a call on where he joins next year based on the project that is offered to him, the manager in place, and other aspects related to the club rather than the money involved, as many reports have been claiming. So this could offer Barca a glimmer of hope in their bid to sign Erling Haaland. Xavi Hernandez and co are intent on signing a marquee striker to lead their project from next season and take the club back to their glory days. Haaland, given his stunning goal-scoring exploits at Dortmund, would make for an excellent acquisition from the Blaugrana's point of view. However, the club would have struggled to match the likes of Man City and Real Madrid financially. Whether they are able to convince Haaland with their project remains to be seen. From what we saw yesterday, the performance in the El Clasico, coupled with the performance prior to that, the way Barca have been improving so much lately, one can admit that Erling Haaland is not a prerequisite. Erling Haaland is not that necessity that most of us were at first singing his name that Haaland should come. But we can see how collective Xavi has made the team look like in performance. And honestly speaking, guys, at first I would be like, I want Erling Haaland to be a Barca player. And I was like, it's a dream. But honestly speaking, Haaland not coming to Barcelona has no problem. This team can survive without Haaland. But from the club's own point of view, Haaland is still a priority. We have been hearing about Laporta, even Xavi himself trying to convince the Haaland to come. But when we see how the club is performing, it looks as if we don't need somebody who will be at that central role, and you'll be like, if this player is not there, then the team will suffer. Because one thing that I wish Barca don't go back there is that dependency. We saw how Messi was, especially from Valverde days onwards. The dependency on Messi was too much, and I think most fans out there will agree with me that Haaland coming in, knowing that he will be a protagonist in that team, it will bring some kind of dependence, which is dangerous. We can see how we outclass many teams nowadays under Xavi with collective football, and that is what we can't risk losing. Haaland is a spectacular footballer, no doubt. I have been talking about his signing on my videos a lot, even trying to admit that I love him to be a Barca player. But from what I've been seeing lately, guys, honestly speaking, Haaland not coming to Barcelona have no problem at all. I don't think Barca should even be pushing for his signing like they did at first. But it'll be difficult to see that because we're still getting reports that Laporta is still pushing for a move. And now that we're getting the report of Romano claiming that money will not be a factor at all for Haaland's decision for his next club, then then that's where Barca can have an advantage, because who have a better project right now in the world than manager Xavi Hernandez for this team? The project is awesome, right? I think Haaland himself watching that Clasico, hopefully he did, will be so tempted to join Barcelona, honestly speaking. So when it comes to who have the better project, I think Barca can convince Haaland for that, and Barca can have the upper hand. Why not? But for me, even if Haaland does not come, I'm still happy, because Barca will still win titles in the near future without Haaland. We don't need any central focus. We don't need any dependency again in our team. Make sure you drop your comments if you contradict to what I'm saying. If you think what I'm saying is okay with my own point of view, I'll be happy to see your comments down below. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona are on the hunt for a striker in the summer transfer window. Barca seem to have given up on the prospect of Haaland. The Norwegian is seen as too much of a potential financial burden for Barca will have to overcome. As such, they are on the hunt for different players of the same profile, and they had found another one in the Bundesliga. Lewandowski was Barca's second choice forward for the summer, according to multiple reports this week. The quest to get the Pole has presumably come to an end thanks to the words of Bayern Munich CEO Oliver Kahn, as relayed by Fabrizio Romano. Oliver Kahn said in a conversation with Sports Studio, "I think there is no reason to leave Bayern. Lewandowski, Neuer, and Müller still have a contract with us next season. The uncertainty surrounding Lewandowski's contract situation is what gave Barcelona some optimism with regards to signing him." Oliver Kahn went on to give an update about their contract. He said, "I've always said that we'll sit down together and it's a high priority for us." Lewandowski has been without an inkling of a doubt the world's most lethal striker in the past few years. In his club career, he has scored a whopping 502 goals and provided a further 132 assists in his 667 games played. This season, he has 45 goals in 37 matches in all competitions, with 2 coming this weekend. Even though Barcelona will not be able to make use of his services next season, they have several alternative lineup. Mohamed Salah is one such example, as his contract with Liverpool is soon to run out. Furthermore, Romelu Lukaku has been hinted as a possible striking option for Barcelona. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video, and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.